Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we're still in the lounge room. I still haven't cleaned that craft room. I will do it. Just here for a little chit chat. I'm actually going to do a couple of videos tonight. Yeah, not a lot been going on. It's only been 2 days since I did my last video. Did take Ruby for a walk yesterday. That was an adventure. That was a big adventure. She's only been for maybe, I think prior to yesterday, she'd only been for 2 walks because, again, her harness and being able to get out of it, pulling, what she does is she pulls backwards, and then maneuvers out of the harness. The last 2 times I had her collar on, and I did hook the lead to the collar and the harness, which worked, but we decided we'd take her yesterday, Corey and I thought we were going to go for like a 5-10 minute walk. We ended up being out for an hour and a half. So I had planned on doing videos last night, but I got a little bit, no I won't, because every time I do a video, I'm so tired. And I find myself saying how tired I am. So I thought, no, not doing a video tonight. This was yesterday. Because I was exhausted. An hour and a half. I wore thongs, thinking that I won't put my runners on, so she like socks and runners, because it was hot. And I felt, as I said, I thought we were going for 5 minutes. It was never ending, this walk. And what was the classic, and I swear any car that drove past would have been peeing themselves laughing, looking at me walking along the street carrying this dog. Now, if you've seen the videos of Miss Ruby, you will see how quick she's grown. Now, she's grown even more since my last video that I did of it. I'm actually going to do a catch-up video so you can see how big she's grown, probably over the weekend sometime. So I reckon she'd be near on 15, 20 kilos now. I think I carried her for about 100 metres. So not very far, but oh my goodness, she is so heavy. So heavy. And then I made her walk. But after having been carried for that a bit of time, she had the energy to walk again. So that was good. But we forgot to take a bottle of water for us and for Ruby. And what we did is, the blocks where I live are either really small or massive. So we walked all the way down one to the, which runs parallel to my street, right to the end. Now that in itself is a walk. And so we've got down that street, we've walked the short block. It's not really even a short block from that street to our street. And when we were walking along our street home, it was like we were on a treadmill and going nowhere. I didn't think we were ever going to get back. But we did. And we got back just before the thunderstorm and rain hit. So we timed it really well. Ruby's only just recovered from her walk probably a couple of hours ago. So it took her 24 hours to recover. But we are going to take her again tomorrow. We're trying to get a bit healthier. As you know, Corey's homeschooled, so he doesn't get out, he doesn't exercise a lot. So we're trying to increase that. And I don't want this anymore. I'd like to be without it. Look, I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable with my size. I do get a bit peeved when I try and buy clothes or whatever. I've learnt to love who I am, but there are so many things that I want to be able to do that at the size I am, I can't do. And to me, being able to do these things is important because they are on my bucket list. And I know I need to be smaller to do them. So we are on a journey of healthy. I've always been a healthy eater. My issue at the moment is not what I eat. It is the fact I don't eat breakfast. And most days, depending on how much money I've got, depending on how much food I've got, I might eat once a day and feed my kids rather than eat myself. So, yeah, I'm just trying to rearrange so that we're all eating 3 meals a day plus our 3 small snacks. Because to lose weight, look, I could write a book on how to lose weight. I could write a book on nutrition. But it comes down to like a gardener or a mechanic, his car probably is never working properly. A gardener, his garden's never done. So I've got so much knowledge, but to actually put it into practice, I haven't done that in a long time. So now I'm going to put it into practice. But I am well aware you need 6 small meals a day to keep your metabolism going. And my metabolism at the moment is almost non-existent. So we're just going to... I'm not on a diet. I do not like the term diet. I will never calorie count again. I will never do any of those things again. I'm still going to eat my potato chips. I'm still going to eat my chocolate. I'm still going to drink my soft drink when I feel like it. We're still going to have takeaways, but we're going to move more and just portion control. I weighed myself this morning and I've actually lost in the last 12 months without doing much, just really portion control and stuff, and trying to get as much veggies, fruit, the healthy foods. We don't eat healthy to be thin, we eat healthy so that our insides are healthy. I've lost 15 kilos, so in 12 months, which for someone my size, that's not a lot of weight. But as I said, I wasn't putting any effort into that. Portion control, like smaller portions, was the way I did that. Rather than having mountains, I ate little. And I'm now finding that I can't eat as much as I used to. I get full so much quicker, but I'm doing that probably, if I worked it out, when the days when I do eat, it's 6 small serves or portions or whatever you want to call it. And then, of course, as I said, I have days where I might eat once or have a cup of soup and eat once. It's the breakfast is the big thing we're going to get into this year. My kids don't eat breakfast unless they've been up for 2-3 hours, which is not good. But they want to get fit. I guess they're teenage boys that at that age where they want to look good, feel good. So I don't even know, that wasn't one of the things that I even planned on talking about, but that's what's going to happen. I'm actually very lucky. My mum went out with me today to the shops and she got me a whole heap of what I call clean eating food. So, your grainy breads, what else did we get? Some lean meats. Because that's the other thing, we don't eat a lot of red meat in our house. It's mainly chicken, veggies, some fruit. And in this hot weather, none of us feel like eating, so what we are eating needs to be good, like nutritional-wise, because otherwise we're not going to get our nutrition in. And that is what my problem is at the moment with being tired, is I know when I haven't been eating correctly, or not correctly, the right kinds of foods that, your vegetables, your whole grains, your cereals, all that sort of stuff. I know it's Christmas and I've been eating like it's Christmas and my body is tired. My body has not got the energy that it needs, that the fruits and stuff that I'm going to be eating in the next week or so are going to give me. We did have good dinner tonight. We've found these, I was looking for, I was in Coles and a couple of months ago I found they were they were pork. Jared doesn't eat like pork. Corey loves pork. And so on a Friday night when Jared's not here, I usually, if we don't have pasta, I cook pork. A couple of months ago, I found they were pork, and they were called pork bacon chops or pork bacon steaks. And they came in the packet, and on top of them they had garlic and herb butter. And you cook them up, and then you put the garlic, when they were cooked, the garlic and herb butter to melt into it. They were really good. Well, that's what I was looking for today, and they didn't have any. So I found they were pork sirloin steaks marinated in a smoky barbecue marinade. Oh my goodness, they were good. So we had that with grilled, like not grilled, pan fried, but no oil, with salad. And it was good. I really struggled to fit my dinner in, but I made myself eat it because I knew if I didn't, then an hour later I would be hungry again. And I'm also trying to make myself drink less while I'm eating, because I'm finding I drink a lot of water or cordial, whatever I'm drinking, and I fill up on the liquid rather than the food, which makes me hungry again shortly, like not long later. So yeah, not a lot else is really happening. I've had some great conversations with some friends I've made off YouTube and through my the group I'm in, which is Luscious Laces on Facebook, which, by the way, most of the laces I used to make my lace book the other day were from Luscious Laces. So if there was any that you like, head over to Luscious Laces. That is a really big mouthful. Luscious Laces group on Facebook. Just look it up and then hit add or join group or whatever, and that's how you can get some of those laces. So yeah, not doing anything for New Year. The boys and I haven't really been invited. We haven't been invited anywhere. So we're going to stay home. I'm going to do, I don't know what we're going to do for dinner yet. We might actually get, I think I mentioned to the boys, fish and chips, because if you go to the fish and chip shop, the one near us, they do a really, really nice hamburger, and he's very conscious of not using too much oils and grease and that, which if I eat a lot of greasy food, it makes me very sick. So he does a nice lean, grease-free, basically, or as grease-free as a hamburger can be, So we might do that. And then I've got, I thought we could have a platter when we're going to watch movies, because the boys got several movies for Christmas. They got Baywatch, Kingsman 2, the newest Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and trying to think, they got between them they got 4. I think it's Central Intelligence. I think that might be what it's called. Apparently we went and saw it at the movies when it was out. I don't remember. And then we've got my movie, which we were going to watch Christmas Eve, but we didn't get round to. We were going to watch Christmas night. We didn't get home till late. We were going to watch Boxing Day night, but we didn't get home till late. The last 2 nights have just been a blur, so we didn't watch it. And it's Scrooge. Is it that? That's what it's called, or A Christmas Carol. My favourite movie for Christmas time. So that's what we're doing New Year's Eve. I bought stuff to do a platter. I've got cabana, because one child likes cabana. Corey likes cabana, but Jarrett doesn't. So then I got, to satisfy Jarrett's, I get that, not chicken loaf, it's chicken loaf, but it's premium chicken breast. And I got them to slice it at the deli, and I'll just roll that up for him. Then we'll just have some cheese and dip and some dry biscuits and stuff. Like movie food, carrot sticks, yeah, that sort of stuff. And just have a quiet night at home, I guess. We'll go out the front at midnight when they let all the fireworks off around here. We actually have had I think a couple of videos back I was saying how we haven't had the fireworks like we usually do. The last since Christmas night, Christmas Eve, they've started, but they're not phasing Ruby. So as long as Ruby's fine, I'm happy. I don't care. Just coffee. Oh, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, not much else. I have been crafting. Not much, but a little bit, because I've run out of glue. I don't get paid till the 9th of January, which is still a week and a bit, like nearly 2 weeks away. So I've got to wait till then to get glue so I can craft. Not happy. I mean, I've got other glue, but I really don't like it. It doesn't stick. I don't like it. So I need to go and buy more glue. But yeah, I've got to wait. It's payday. Yeah, not much else. As I said, yes, I have been crafting, but maybe I'll have to do some cross stitch or something until I get the money to get some glue. It's annoying me, but not much else really. Got a few. As I said in the last video, there's challenges I'm working on, but I'm also trying to get some happy mail together for some people. But as I said, I've got no glue, which doesn't help, but it takes time, and working out around postage and all that, it's hard. So I'm going to try and send like one of them next week, ask my mum for some help to pay for it. But yeah, thinking of studying this year. I can't remember what the course I was going to do was, but I'll work it out. I've got to ask someone, because I asked someone for for what they would recommend for what I want to do, and she did tell me the course name, but I can't remember it because I need to work. I need to get out and be working. I know Corey's home. Even if I can get a part-time job just to boost my money a little bit, I'm going stir crazy being at home as well. That's the other issue. I've got to pop myself, slid down. Sorry, that's better. I slide. Even when I drive my car, I seem to slide in the seat, and I find myself having to push myself back up. So yeah, I can't think of criminal. I wanted to do criminal justice, but that's uni. But apparently there's one that you can do first that's at TAFE. So I'm thinking of doing the TAFE course, and then if I like it, going on to the uni. But after the TAFE course, I can get a job, be part-time, whatever. Just to bring in that little bit extra money, because His Highness, my ex, is being a bit, yeah, he's not making it easy. But I'll get there. I will get there. It's a long road to cover. You know, I keep thinking 3 years I've been on my own, or this will be my 4th Christmas that I've been on my own. I should be, standing on my own 2 feet and, everything perfect. But, I look back at where I was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, like 4 Christmases ago, 3 years, and I am amazed and very proud of myself for where I am now. There is no way 3 years ago, or 4 Christmases ago, because it's 3 years. He left October 2014, but so this is our 4th Christmas apart, and there's no way when he left I would have been able to make these videos. There's just no way. But yeah, I my psychologist tells me I need to stop being so hard on myself. But to see how far I've come, I would have loved to have been doing these videos back then, to be able to look back and reflect on the movement, how far I have come. So my suggestion to anybody who is not in a good spot at the moment is you don't need to film yourself to go on YouTube or social media of any sort, but do a little vlog for yourself. It doesn't have to be daily, once a month even. Sit there and talk to the camera about how you're feeling and what's going on. And you'll be surprised if you sit back down in 12 months' time from now and you watch, you'll see progression. You'll see how far you've come. And it won't feel so like you've done nothing. Quite often I actually have to stop myself and think, and try and remember where I was. And I get that through my memories on Facebook. I don't look at it every day because I know if I look at it every day, it's going to take me back and I don't want to go back. But I do occasionally go back and I will read the emotion and the feelings that I was having on this day 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And while at times the thoughts might be similar, the mindset is different. My mindset is unbelievable at the moment when I don't allow negativity and negative things to enter. And the only thing holding me back now and holding me to my ex is the financial. So that is this year, or 2018, is going to be focusing more on becoming more financially independent and working towards that goal of not needing his money, not needing the child support or child maintenance, whatever you want to call it, to pay the rent, not relying on that money. I hope that makes sense. That is my goal for this year, is to hopefully get into a state that reliance is a lot less, because to me that is still a bit of power that he holds. Emotionally, he holds very little power now. So that's part of my 2018, along with healthy eating and just continuing to build on the independence, continuing to build on strengthening myself, and hoping that the down days are fewer and far further between, like they have been getting. I'm not focusing so much on, in the past few years, I have focused very much on meeting someone, not being alone, having someone to share my life with. My focus is now drifting from that. Now I found YouTube, I found all you guys. My world has opened up, and I don't need, nor really at times do I want, someone in my life. I'm becoming more, I don't know what you'd call it. I'm becoming more centered, more grounded. I'm allowing myself to explore my own thoughts and beliefs, I guess. I'm developing as a person, as an individual, rather than being the extension of someone. I will never allow myself to be the extension of someone again. I look back and I was the extension of someone even prior to Matt. I was the extension. My best friend passed away when she was 17. I was like, we're both 17. And prior to her passing, I was always her best friend. If someone wanted to know who I was, it was, Brooke's friend. Then I became Matt's girlfriend, and that's how I was referred to. Then I was Matt's wife. Then I was the boy's mother and Matt's wife. And now, through YouTube and that, I have become Joanne. I'm not introduced anymore as the extension of Matt, as the extension of Brooke, as the extension of my children. I am Joanne. I am an individual. I do have my own thoughts, feelings, emotions. We all do. And I think at times we lose that when we become a girlfriend, even males, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, a mother, a father. In the instance of maybe having a friend who is like back in high school, as I said, I wasn't, that's Joanne. Oh, that's Brooke's friend. Now, at the time, I've slid again. At the time, it didn't bother me. And it still doesn't bother me. But I can see how the terminology we use has an effect. It has an impact on how we view ourselves. Because in my own head, I'd heard it for so long. I was Matt's girlfriend, just Matt's girlfriend. I was just his wife. And then to top it off, he didn't want me working. He wanted me home looking after the house and the kids when we had them and this and that and the other. I wanted to do things with my life. I wanted to I had two career paths that I wanted to follow, or three. I would have loved to become a nurse, or gone into forensic science, or there was another one. I think it was teaching. Although it might not have been. But there was a third, and I did eventually do teaching, but he sabotaged it and I gave up, and I'm not going back to it. With my own kids, I just can't. But no, I didn't go to uni. I didn't do any of that because, hang on a moment. Sorry guys, Corey just walked past. He was up in my room having a shower and he's walked past, so he didn't know that I was filming. But yeah, I didn't go to uni because, the cost and that, but more so because it didn't go with what Matt wanted to do with his life. I wanted to go and nanny overseas. I wanted to go and nanny in the States or England or something, and I didn't get to do it. I didn't get to do a lot of the things I wanted to do because I was too worried about Matt. I was too worried about his career, what he needed, what he wanted. And now I'm not. Now, I make sure my kids are fine. They still come first, but I'm learning in some aspects to put me first. So, yeah. I don't even know how we got onto this, but I'm actually going to get going now. It's getting late. This is nearly, more so because this is nearly at 30 minutes. I seem to make these chit-chats really, really long. I will be back shortly with another video, but I'm going to say those words now before I start gabbing again. Hope you're healthy, happy, and having fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.